A quiet Texas town, a heavily armed cult, and a leader who believed he was chosen by God. What started as a government raid turned into one of the deadliest standoffs in United States history. Explosions, gunfire, and flames that consumed everything. This is the horrifying true story of the Waco siege. David Koresh wasn't his real name. Born Vernon Wayne Howell, he reinvented himself as the leader of the Branch Davidians, a religious sect based in Waco, Texas. His followers believed he was the Lamb of God. But to the outside world, he was something far more dangerous. Koresh preached about the end of the world, stockpiled weapons, and took multiple wives, some of them underage. As the group grew more extreme, whispers of illegal activities caught the attention of the government. And soon, they would come knocking. It was supposed to be quick. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms, ATF, planned to raid the compound and seize illegal weapons. But what they didn't know was that Koresh was ready for them. As agents approached the compound, gunfire erupted. Who fired first? To this day, no one knows. But within minutes, chaos consumed Mount Carmel. The firefight lasted 2 hours. 4 ATF agents were killed. 5 Branch Davidians were dead. And then, everything stopped. The FBI stepped in, but this was just the beginning. Act 3, the 51-day standoff. With blood already spilled, the FBI surrounded the compound. No one in, no one out. Over 700 officers, armored vehicles, and snipers waited outside. Inside, over 100 men, women, and children, trapped with a man who refused to surrender. Koresh stalled negotiations, quoting the Bible and claiming God told him to wait. Days turned into weeks. The world watched, hoping for a peaceful resolution. But the FBI was losing patience. Psychological warfare began. The FBI blasted loud noises and cut off power, but the Davidians didn't break. And so, the government made a fateful decision. Act 4, April 19, 1993. The fire that consumed everything. After 51 days, patience ran out. The FBI launched a final assault, firing tear gas into the compound, hoping to force the Davidians out. But instead, something unthinkable happened. Fire. Within minutes, the entire compound was engulfed in an inferno. Was it an accident, or was it set deliberately? To this day, the truth remains unclear. But what is certain is that no one inside stood a chance. By the time the fire died down, 76 people were dead. Among them, 25 children. And David Koresh himself. Act 5 Aftermath. Who was to blame? The government called it a tragic end to a dangerous cult. Others called it a massacre. Who was to blame? David Koresh for leading his followers to their deaths? The FBI for their aggressive tactics? Or both? Decades later, the Waco siege remains one of the most controversial events in U.S. history. A deadly clash of faith, power, and the terrifying consequences of belief taken to the extreme. The Waco siege is a lesson in how power and belief can collide, with deadly results. What do you think? Who was responsible? Let us know in the comments below. If you love true crime stories like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. More shocking cases coming soon, and trust me, you won't want to miss them.